While China under President Xi Jinping becomes more centralized and hardline, and amid the unreliability ensuing from America's botched-up withdrawal between these binaries of global superpowers, Europe is having to contend with its place in the world. On Tuesday, European leaders held tough discussions as they sought unity on how to deal with China and the US. At a summit on Tuesday, leaders of the EU gathered at the BRDO Castle in Slovenia, and this was their first meeting since June, and issues such as how to grapple with the fallout from the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan and a seething France right after its quote-unquote betrayal by Australia over US-made nuclear submarines. The key meeting also happened to be on the eve of an EU Western Balkans summit, in which countries to the Bloc East will seek assurances that they will one day be admitted to the European Union. Seeing red over Australia's decision last month to cancel a French submarine deal worth tens of billions of dollars in favour of a US offer after the US allegiance proved unreliable. Macron pushed Europe to stand up for itself as well, keep working in good faith with America.
Je pense qu'il y a aujourd'hui, je l'ai dit, une situation où nous sommes des compétiteurs sur le plan économique, où nous pouvons être des partenaires sur les sujets climatiques et où nous avons très clairement des désaccords profonds sur le plan des valeurs. Bon, c'est dans cette grammaire que nous devons bâtir avec la Chine, qui est une grande puissance mondiale avec laquelle nous avons des relations. Elles sont nourries d'exigences sur ce qui nous sépare et de volonté de continuer à engager sur ce qui nous rapproche. Dans ce contexte-là, je pense qu'il est important de faire ce que la Chine reste dans les enceintes multilatérales, qu'elle puisse fonctionner, d'avoir une Europe qui contribue à bâtir un espace de paix et de sécurité en Indo-Pacifique, ce qui est au cœur de notre stratégie qui a été rendue publique il y a maintenant quelques semaines. Et lorsque nous avons des désaccords, nous puissions véritablement les mettre sur la table. À cet égard, nous avons des vraies convergences avec les États-Unis d'Amérique. Il se peut que nous ayons aussi des différences. Il est important que l'Europe parle d'une voix qui soit sa voix.
Pressing for further clarification and re-engagement, Macron added that he would hold talks with President Joe Biden on the margins of the G20 in Italy this month.
We will see. I just believe in facts. I do hope, I do think it's feasible, I do think it's more productive for both of us. I will see. And I think we're scheduled to discuss together mid-October. We will catch up during the G20. And I think it would be the right occasion to see how we can re-engage very concretely.
Ahead of the summit in Paris, US Secretary of State Blinken had met with Macron. The US State Department had said in a statement that there was a common agreement between France and the US to deepen and strengthen coordination. A State Department official, although, admitted that there was indeed a lot of hard work to be done. After over 4 hours of talks, the European Council chief Charles Michel said in a statement, and I quote, "Drawing the lessons of recent crises, we are committed to consolidating our strengths and strengthening our resilience by reducing our critical dependencies in order to become more assertive on the international stage as an economic and defensive power." Michel felt that Europe needed to enhance and rely more on its autonomy. But Michel at the same time pressed how Europe was not abandoning its relationship with America altogether. He further said, and I quote, "We are committed to working with our allies and like-minded partners, in particular the United States and within NATO, which is the cornerstone of our security." For long, German Chancellor Angela Merkel was seen as a dominant EU leader, but amid ongoing talks in Berlin to come up with a government that will replace hers, leaders like Macron, Italy's Mario Draghi and Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte are all seeking to make their mark. The collapse in Afghanistan and the submarine fallout have given them fresh impetus to push Europe to develop a separate military capability, with France, of course, leading the charge. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.